Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Jackadash here. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. So last time around, we actually got the name of the game. This thingy-mabobber. The Wind Waker itself. Which I did know was in the game, like this musical conductor thingy, conductor wand, magical baton, if you will. But I didn't know that's actually what it was called. But so we got, so we learned something. We did the whole, whatchamacallit, Dragon Roost Island thing, and, you know, learned 2 songs. One was being able to change the direction of the wind, so that's important while sailing. And then the other was changing it from day to night. So that's also very important. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had tried I had used that Hyoi pair thingy, the thing that you use to like temporarily like control like a seagull or something. And I was able to, which I decided to try out because of like this one like fish creature that marked stuff on my map. And oh yeah, I got the grapple hook last time as well, but the thing I discovered though, or well, like, okay, he mentioned how there was a secret cave that I couldn't get to unless I sprouted wings and got up there. So that's what prompted me to try and use the Hyoi pair. Problem was, well, I can't just... Hello! I can't just, open chests with, like the one I found. And seemingly I could only really go one direction. Or at least it was hard to just go backwards. Also, yeah, for real. Sorry if I sneeze a lot. My housemate's cat, she likes to explore a lot, and so I need to remember to close my door because there's a good chance that she will be in here if I don't. Because I found her on my bed this time instead of under my bed. So there are probably a few of her hairs around here. And of course, you know, to help get her attention, get her off, like I was like, I kept petting her, and because she was about to like go down into like the cracks of my bed or whatever, and I just like start like, you know, giving her like a butt scratch or whatever, and like then she like turns around and just like gets all up into my face and stuff, and so, you know, worth it. But, you know, unfortunately, I am allergic to cats, so, you know, so if I just start sneezing a lot, you know, well, now you know why. Yes. I have. Which, speaking of which, that's part of why, like, like, people who like classical music or people who like metal are likely to also like classical music, and vice versa. Or at least it's often the case that happens. Which seems a bit ironic, but then, like, a lot of it is just the really fast chords and stuff, and that's kind of the big difference between, like, rock and metal from what I was told by this one guy who just loves, like, a whole lot of metal. Like, he's just, like... Yeah, it's just... A lot of it is just speed is the difference between rock and metal. And, so... Which is why, like, you know, you could have, like, a classical piece that's a metal cover and it works, like, so well because of, like, a lot of the fast chords and notes and stuff, so... Yeah. Also, something... It didn't really occur to me until, like, just now. Like, I didn't really think about it. So, Link is still a kid in, like, his Toon Link form. But, unlike in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, he doesn't have short sleeves or shorts. He's actually got long sleeves and, pants. It's something that didn't really occur to me until, like, just now, so... Hello there. Also, this fellow, I can't for the life of me figure out what he wants. It seems that he wants a picture of the sun, because that's seemingly the closest thing to... That seems to be the closest thing, but as far as the clues he's been giving me, but I can't figure out what it is. Because he's like, the pictures, I was like, too bad, it seems out of focus, you know, or whatever. No, 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 if you wish to speak to me, please, I must insist you do so at my reception counter. Rules are rules. Oh my gosh. You mean this one? Yes, 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 you're the young master who purchased my sale. At last, with those funds, I have been able to open my stall. But I hate to say that my poor little stall is not an instant success. In fact, it is rather deserted, I'm afraid to say. I think this tragic turn of events is due to the fact that I don't have a wide enough lineup of products. For, if I am to be fully honest, I only have one product. Wait, is that a cannon? To put it another way, I think my stall would do so much better if only I could stock rare items that people can't get here in town. Yes, yes, that is what I need. Then I would make plenty of money. Not just plenty of money, it would be like taking candy from many rich babies. No, no, not even that. By running a prosperous business, I can play my part to help this town develop and become a happy place. Yes, yes, that is the proper perspective. But dear me, if only I had a young partner to help me out, a real go-getter. Now that I take a longer look at you, I see that you have a fine delivery bag. Yeah, this is why I wanted to talk to him. Do you not? Dear me, it is a bag fit for a hero. Of delivery! I have a small request, and it requires the use of that bag. A request? I'm out of here. Oh dear me, I knew it, young master. I knew you would understand my plight. It is a rather long-winded explanation, but please take the time to hear me out. My stall is a kind of general store that makes its money... Maybe it's actually a flower. By obtaining rare products at expensive prices and then selling them, with a reasonable markup, of course. However, because I have so few products to sell, the shop remains rather deserted. I will sell anything. I'm a master of the sale. I just need to get some new products. Could you not seek out traveling merchants and negotiate some supply contracts with them for me? No, no, no. Do not look so frightened. I say contracts. but it is just a word. You do not have to do anything very difficult. All I need for you is to trade one of my products for a new product that the merchant has in stock. You see, among merchants, a trade is proof of a contract. That is to say, it is the merchant's oath. That is what we call it. Yes, yes. Merchants that have sworn a merchant's oath will afterwards send their products to me. It is the way things work. So as you succeed in trading my products, my product lineup will increase. Do you understand everything I've told you? I guess. Yes, yes, young master, you are now my new salesman. No, no, scratch that. Sorry, today you and I are partners. Dear me, yes. I give to you my proof of contract. In other words, this is my merchant's oath. Take it with you, my young partner. Ah, okay. You got a town flower. This flower hails from the town of Bright Smiles. If you find a place to set this rather small flower, choose your delivery bag on the item screen and set this item. Okay. The first thing you need to do is take this to another traveling merchant and trade it for something, to build on the foundation of my merchant's oath. As soon as you trade, the merchant you trade with will send his products to my shop, thereby increasing my product line, which will make me quite happy. Well, your new trading partners, the traveling merchants, are waiting for you somewhere out there on the Great Sea. My dear, my expectations are high. Traveling merchants, eh? Not to be confused with wandering merchants, like in Minecraft. Which people like to say how useless those guys are, but I found them quite useful, especially when you have a whole bunch of like villagers and stuff. Like, so whenever they appear, I'm excited because I can usually trade something and get, you know, emeralds and stuff like that. Welcome. Oh my. You're a very small customer, aren't you? Well, that's fine, of course. You just feel free to look around. Oh, can I help you with something? When night falls around here, this place fills up with all these sour, swarthy sailors. In fact, there's this little boat called the Shopship that shows up at night and cruises around the island selling things. I'm not sure what the story is with that. I guess what I'm trying to tell you here is that this town has two faces, the nice, pretty one you see in the day, and the darker, shadier one you see at night. But I suppose that's too heavy a concept for a youngster like yourself, eh? Well, bye. I couldn't interest you with this, could I? Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls with long ears. I can believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped, poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those 2. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. Have you seen the small metal pedestals all around town? We call those joy pedestals. Yeah, they got installed a little while ago by the newly formed Joyous Volunteer Association. It's part of this grand plan to help decorate the town. Anyway, they're brilliant. I may as well tell you that both myself and Zunari The guy who runs that stall over there are members. You just have to be a part of stuff like this. Joy pedestals are set out so that people can place these little joyful objects in them and decorate the town. The items you can place in them should be on sale over there. So try asking Zunari about the whole deal. Honestly, you're missing out if you don't take part. I believe I already tried this, but Joy Pendant, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if the Rito postman has already come today. Yo, bud, you got a problem with us killer bees, huh? Do you? Don't tell me it's that annoying hag of a teacher again. Is it? You came here to give us a talking to because Mrs. Maria asked you to, right? Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Well, forget about all that. We're the mighty invincible gang of 4, the killer bees. Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud, if you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? Do you want to challenge us? Yeah. Okay, your funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try to catch us. Easy as that, bud. We won't hide indoors or nothing, and we won't leave this island, so look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If you catch all 4 of us, we lose. You got it, bud? Ready? So it's like the bomber... the bomber gang or whatever. Go! Alright. Hide and seek. I hate when people call it hide and go seek. Like it feels so unnecessary. Like, you know. Besides, hide and seek is catchier. Aha! Speaking of which. No! Oh my gosh. Aw, lame. caught... You ain't caught everybody yet. Anyway, what's going on with you again? Why are you staring at us like that, huh? I know we're cute, but we're good girls. We don't know any rumors, and we don't spread the ones we know. Yeah, we're good. No matter how much money you give us, we won't tell you anything. Nope, nothing. That's right, not even for 2 rupees. Boy, you really are cheap. Yeah, I don't know. I never did find out myself. Oh, really? You're gonna give us rupees? Yippee! We each get 1 whole rupee. Haha, we're still not gonna tell you anything, not even teensy tiny rumor. Yeah, we would never tell you about the merchants with the huge backpacks who are on Bomb Island, Great Fish Isle, and the Mother and Child Isles. I hear they all think Zunari's shop is the greatest. Isn't that the weirdest? I'll have to remember that. I'd like to help, but I can't. I'd like to tell you to go visit Norma Wilcox on door number or whatever. But I can't. I also do not advise you to go, you know, to fill out form such and such and such. I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you're upset. Pretend to be upset. So, fun fact, this is one of those things that didn't really make a lick of sense, but hey, it was part of the story. So in our Lego adventures, like Jack and I and stuff, like, I did have a character named Cypher. But get this, he was the last surviving Ing. Yes, Ing, as in Metroid Prime 2. But he was the last of the Ing. And I called him Cypher for some reason. I think it was just like, it was a cool sounding word, so. Well, there are no bathrooms available, so tough luck for him, I guess. Regarding the Seeker comment. I was just thinking about the, in, Four Swords, there was that long line of people with just funny... Excuse me, just, they're saying a bunch of funny things, and one of them is like, can this line hurry up, because I really have to go. And it's like, what? Wait, this isn't the line to the bathroom? You're not gonna go... Can't have you trying to come this way. No, no, no. Go over there. Can't help but wonder. So anyway, you know that brick building on the top of the steps? Well, the gentleman who lives there has such class. Oh, I know. That mysterious pictographer, Linzo, is so dreamy. Or so dreamy. Oh, he makes my heart go a-flutter. But, do you think the rumors could be true? Is he actually devoted to someone special? He just seems too serious about his work to be involved with somebody. The lucky lady! Who could she be? I wish someone would take a pictograph of the two of them together so we could see if the rumors are true. Oh, that'd be to die for! Possibly. But, you know, there are loopholes and stuff, right? You know? I think that is accurate. I think that sounds familiar. So what's funny about this is that my job, or the pictographer guy, Linzo, did give me a mission of some sort to go, like, catch, like, there's somebody on the island who wants to deliver a love letter but is getting no reciprocity, or is it reciprocation? What's the difference? I don't remember. But I think he's not getting reciprocation. Is that even a word? I don't remember. But anyway, his feelings are not being reciprocated. But the guy, he wants me to take a picture of the guy in the act of putting a love letter into a mailbox. So what I'm wondering, and this would just be really funny, is if that person is Linzo. So the guy who's actually trying to deliver love letters to somebody who's not reciprocating those feelings is actually the same one who wants me to catch him in the act. So what, is he just looking for is he looking for accountability? Is that what's going on? But anyway, I don't know if that's... It feels kind of like a long shot, but at the same time, I feel like that would be something that would be in this game, or just, it would be just funny. There's a video I haven't watched yet, but it was like the unsung villain of The Incredibles, and it shows Mr. Huff, you know, on there, and it's like, yeah. Anything new to say? Oh, ho, ho, ho. And how do I look today? Fabulous. You know, he always shows off his pictures of me just as soon as he's taking them. Linzo? Ah, yes, the Elvis impersonator over here. Ah! The song is too darn catchy. Yeah! You got me! You ain't nice! Hello? Can I climb this? Ah, okay. Well, no, but I can roll into it. No, get away from me. Ah, no! He looks mad. Alright. Now where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, you got me. That I did, Buster. No way! Funny, that's what Wolf O'Donnell said. And I know it's gonna be a little out of sync too, like what my humming and stuff, so you know. Don't blame me, blame the catchiness of this song. Howdy, neighbor. Have you by chance seen any skull necklaces? I have. Hey, Belle. My son is a sailor, but lately he's been obsessed with collecting skull necklaces. He never pays attention to his dear mum anymore. He just goes on about necklaces. I simply can't believe it. What sort of cold-hearted boy prefers trinkets to the company of his own mum? Oh, so you've got a British accent, eh? I don't know. How about, not, doing alright, you know? A while ago, my housemate's cat, you know, was giving me some love in the face, but, you know, that did make me start sneezing a bit, but, nothing too terrible, though. Oh. I do still kind of need to blow my nose just a tad, but kind of putting it off for a bit. Also, I decided just for the heck of it, you know, I was like, why not just, like, get all fancy? Like, I'm gonna be drinking wine, right? So why not just actually drink it from my tankard, my leather tankard I got from the Renfest? It's got like a fiery unicorn on it. Oh well. Yeah, we have, because I have the Song of Passing now. Right now, there is I still have a fourth kid to find. So these things I would have thought I'd be able to put the joy pendants in because, you know, they're like the joy pedestals or whatever. But it doesn't work, so maybe it's some item that Zunari wants or something, or sells at some point. Brittany? I don't know, actually. Already checked up here, yeah. Oh, so is that how? You press L and then you can... Okay. I see. You know, laddie, if I had to give myself a title, it'd be a know-it-all sailor. I'm wise, learned, experienced. Go ahead, ask me anything you want to know about the sea. I know it sounds kind of odd for me to say this about myself, but you should know that my mood changes with the wind. I'm a whirlwind of emotion, laddie. Aye. But don't let that stop you from asking me anything you want to know. Ask away. The wind is blowing west today, laddie. Ah, west. There's a mighty interesting island due west of here. Aye, so there is. There's a gigantic cannon on it, and it's manned by a suspicious-looking bloke. Rumor has it he's got something mighty peculiar there that he's showing off there. I sure wouldn't mind taking a gander at whatever it is myself, laddie. Is that right? Okay. Oh, that's for an accent, you know? What's up there, bud? The sea's a fine thing to be sure, but it's not until I get back to town that I can really relax, you know what I mean? And when I see the area around this fine-looking gate we got here, well, that's when I really start feeling good. Yeah, that gate in particular just says, "At long last you're home, boy." I suppose that's the feeling I'm talking about. That coming home feeling. Yeah. You're standing here now. Dang, I did forget to send something. What a drag. Okay. Hold up. Ah, I don't know if that's enough. Where's this blasted fourth kid? Where are you little tyke? I wonder what that means. Like, honestly. The song's too darn catchy. It's like I was saying earlier, it's like, don't blame me if, you know, I just, you know, like, you know, when I sing, when I'll be humming along, it'll get out of sync or something. But it's like, but don't blame me, blame the catchiness of the song. Oh, crap. Oh. Alright. Oh, not you again. Crap. Mm. Oh, hello. I don't think I've gone up here. What? No, I don't. The wind? Where is the, There is a platform or two. Unless actually I don't quite understand how a windmill works, and the wind actually needs to be right at it instead of lateral. Then there's also I mean, to be fair, like, and it is facing one of the cardinal directions, so facing the south specifically. Aha! I was about to say, is like, I mean, to be fair, there is also just the fact, like, how. Like in a submarine or something, the propeller isn't going to be... You don't go forward by having propellers with the blades like this. No, they're like this, you know, so... No, we're talking about the shins, not the back. Okay, sorry. Alright. Hold on. There is a walkway over there. I did write this, I mean, I never finished it, but I did have this sci-fi novella where a guy, like, he just had his mind basically attached to a hologram. Because, like, his actual body was, like, kind of in a coma. But because of, like, being cyborg, he also had, like... because he was also cyborg, he was able to, like, communicate with, like, different things and whatnot. Like, connect and whatnot, and so... he was basically able to function like a normal person by, like, acting as a... or, like, having his mind in the hologram. As if he was actually there. Okay, so... how do I get over there? Ah, shoot. We got anything to say, lady, by the way? You know something? When you stand here, you see a lot of different people pass by. This is a brand new outfit, you know? I just wish someone would notice it. Oh, thank you. He was the bad guy, by the way. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, man. Really? Oh! Are you serious? I accidentally find the fourth kid. Oh, the guy on the bridge. You're awesome! Oh, thank you. Ah! I can't believe it. You found all four of us, and you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Don't underestimate a kid who faces, you know, who eats Dark Lords for breakfast. I'm just saying. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. Yeah, that's how you know you need to be back in class. It's we won't cause any more trouble, not no more. Double negative, anyway. And to reward your hide and seeking skills, here, take this, bud. Nice. This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, and one more thing. We need you to apologize to Mrs. Marie for us, alright? We're counting on you, bud. What can I do for you on this fine day? You did it, didn't you? You said something to those delinquents for me, didn't you, dear? You can't fool me. I watched it all from the shadow of my door. You really are a dear. You fill me with joy. I have to reward you, so here's a little spare change. Aw, man. Oh well. Thank you. That's just great. Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell anybody, dear. Wait a minute. That's them. That's funny. LOL. Well, I mean, she's not really that wrong, but... Hey, sounds like you apologized to teach for us. Good old Mrs. Marie. And speaking of Bud, did you know it's gonna be Mrs. Marie's birthday soon? Boss! Oh, boss! You think maybe we should give her some kind of present or something? Don't be stupid. We're the killer bees. We ain't no teacher's pets. Yeah, but Teach loves jewelry and junk more than anything else in the world. What's she into these days? What's she call them? Joy pendants? I know a guy. Really? Where do you find him? Are they just lying around? If we could just find some, we could give him to Teach as a present, and she'd be all happy. Hey, now that I think about it, when I was climbing trees the other day, I saw some sparkly light up on top of some tree in town. Where was that? Maybe that's one of them pendants. What do you think, boss? Nah, that's crazy talk. Jewelry junk. No. Oh, there's no fair wind blowing west right now. Yep, we men of the sea are real sensitive when it comes to wind direction. Oh, wait. Can I... No? Make up your mind. Can I get up here or not? Hey, Salvador. Ah, okay. Well, would you look at that? The Ferris wheel just started moving all on its own. Somebody must have started it up. I wonder who got the thing going again. I don't know who it was or where he is, but he must be one nice guy. Assuming, of course, that he is a guy. Well, seeing as you're looking right at him. Well, seeing as how it's finally moving again, you should go for a ride while you have the chance. You can jump into the gondola seats just around the corner from here. Trust me, little man, it's fun. Being the unsung hero. It's okay. Yeah, the story was called Ritter's Legacy, actually. Which it was the basis for its like play sort of reincarnation, which I just called Ritter. That was all it was called. Which I turned it into more of a Macbethian sort of thing. Wielder of the Flaming Arrow, when you appear, the lighthouse signals shall return to light, to light the seas at night. The Seer, J.L. Pakal. Is that a fact? Is that like some wood or something? So actually, I first heard the name Ritter, which actually just means, the name is actually just knight in German. I feel you, Link. Yeah, for real. Oh! Is this how you get in the, It is! Crawl space, too. Ah, nuts. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but I first heard the last name Ritter from this one story, this one movie, Clear and Present Danger, which is like part of the Tom Clancy? It's like, you know, you can get like them in the like the first in the trilogy, like Jack Ryan stories. Like there was movies, like there was Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, and Clear and Present Danger. Harrison Ford played. But one of the bad guys in Clear and Present Danger, his last name was Ritter, so that's where I first heard it. And I was like, I like that name. Allow me to think. Ah, yes. I first started searching for pictographs that recorded true beauty about 10 years ago. How interesting. Huh? Who's there? Whoa, what are you doing here? Were you trying to give me a heart attack? That's not quite right. I'm terribly sorry, but there is no way I could possibly give this a passing grade. I'm afraid you must retake the shot. When you snap a pictograph, you must be sure to snap it too... Must be sure not to snap it too close up, and yet at the same time, it should not be too zoomed out. All which means you must begin your study of the pictograph basics anew. And now that I think on it, just how did you get in here? Why, I never even noticed you. What? I'll have you know I've only come here to have him take a pictograph of my exceptionally beautiful skin. I've been a huge fan of pictographs for a long time now, so don't go taking this the wrong way. Well, I wouldn't have, up until you said that, so... Oh, this is... It's the pictograph, or pictographer, Linzo, and that pictograph-loving lady. I guess we were completely wrong about Lindsay having a girlfriend. It looks as though they're just old friends who happen to share the same hobby. Thanks for setting us straight, young man. We really should stop spreading idle gossip like that. You've taught us the error of our ways, and to thank you, we're going to give you something nice. Stick out your hand. Well, thanks for the idea. Oh? My naughty little boy found this somewhere. I'm sure you'll like it. What's wrong with his girlfriend? So it seems that... Come on, buddy. Do your thing. That's not what I meant to do. Oh. No! Get away from me. Shoot. Hopefully that one was okay. Night as in like K-N-I-G-H-T. Yeah, I did know that, which is why I had requested, like, oh, can we get that or something, like, at one point, 'cause it's like... That's not quite right. I'm terribly sorry, but there's no way I could possibly give this a passing grade. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Pretty good. Night as in day and night in German is Nacht. I mean, I could also just be making a faulty assumption here, but he's the only one I've seen actually go to the mailbox. So... Oh, his hand wasn't extended. Link looks like he's just contemplating his life decisions. Hey there. So anyway, taking strolls is kind of like a hobby of mine. I'm always moving, buddy. But do you think it's strange for a young guy like me to walk around so much? It's good for you. Well, whatever. I'll tell you one thing. Because I take so many strolls, I know all the best walking courses in town. Take that little path beside the bomb shop, for example. How many people in town know that it kind of sneaks around behind the building? I think I'm the only one, buddy. No, you're not. Yep. Alright, the wind's blowing north. What do you have to say now, buddy? Right now, the wind is blowing to the north. Say, that reminds me. There's an island to the north that blasts out mighty gusts of wind. Aye, a mysterious place. No one can get near it. It's like the very breath of the earth is gushing out from the bellows of the world. I tell you, laddie, that's no average wind. I don't think anyone could fight through that wind. Not unless he were a real hefty bloke. Even a guy like me would be blown back like a feather, and I'm a burly sort. That you are, fellow. You look an awful lot like Uncle Iroh from The Last Airbender. Just saying. Ah, there's my quarry. Actually. Totally not Mario when he gets a fire flower. But yeah. Alright. No. Both of you Google 6-7. See what happens. Alright, pal. Oh-ho! Now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking, mailing all these letters? I don't know. I mean, can you blame him? Like, he's been saving Princess Peach for 40 years, and then Nintendo comes out and is like, Mario and Peach aren't actually an item. It's like, what? It's like, come on. Oh well, I should not ridicule him though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Is that right? Very well. Next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. Dear me. Timid and cowardly resident. Well, if only all the flowers in Minecraft were named after what you could use them for, as far as suspicious stew is concerned. Well, yeah, you're a paparazzi. Paparazzis are expert snoops, you know? Poking their noses in everyone's business. Parasites with, or leeches with cameras, as I call, like, photo reporters and stuff. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. Dear me. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young sir? Sure. Is it you? No, I'm kidding. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me, paparazzi. Anyway, there's this girl power metal band that I like. I like their style. They're called Exit Eden. But the funny thing is, when you hear all of them singing together, they kind of sound like a guy putting on a voice. But like, you know, they do a cover of like Total Eclipse of the Heart or Paparazzi or Impossible, which I really like that one. And apparently they apparently only do covers, though. They don't do anything original, but their covers are pretty good, though. So, it's a little hard to fault them there. Oh, is there? Like, their cover of Separate Ways is pretty good as well, as in Journey's Separate Ways. Which, still going about your business, are we? Ah, that's right. You're the alchemist fellow. So apparently, like, a difference between, like, an apothecary and an alchemist is, like, an alchemist is more into mysticism and just chemistry theory rather than, like, actual, chemistry and stuff. Like, you know, turning... like back in the day, like people like trying to turn rocks into gold and that sort of thing. The only person I've run in, I've not really run into a person that's like particularly timid. But these pigs, though, will run away as soon as I get near them. Which is why I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe they're pigs. Maybe it's a... Oh, hey, nice detail. My, right foot is on higher elevation, so it's bent. Very nice. Excuse me. I gotcha. Well, while I dwell on that, I do need to take a quick bathroom break. I think my break screen is fixed, though. We'll see. Yep, there we go. Oh? Fascinating. Yay, the break screen works again. Seems maybe my theory as to why it broke was correct. Location of the file. Maybe. That took about just almost twice as long as it should have. Just because there was a kitty cat just outside my door and just wanting some love. So, you know, I obliged. Most timid and cowardly person on the island. Now, is it somebody that has now just appeared because that is now my mission? Or... or is it more just like this person has already been around, but now I need to take a picture of them? Wait. I think I'm gonna drown. Aww. So close. I don't have bombs. There is one person I am thinking, but that's only because he's also just a weird old man. Link giving the side eye. Hey, just so you know, if you ever have money issues, I give good financial advice. Yeah, I know, right? I think maybe she was... Actually... I do see a shadow. I do see a shadow under the door. Just there. Anyway, just so you know, if you ever have money issues, I give good financial advice. You come talk to me anytime, chum. I may not look rich, but I've got plenty of cash. Well, you know, anybody who's financially stable, you know, not necessarily rich, but financially stable, you know, that can give you some advice, you know. It's my boat! The lion-faced fellow. Another theory I had was Tingle. But... he's just kinda gone, I think. Must not the cat. Yeah. Don't worry, Elvis is already dead. Oh man. That's just... that didn't sound right. Anyway. No, I didn't think so. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I request elaboration. Well, I do know the reference because, well, that is like, I do know because of how famous he was and stuff. They would announce that, like whenever he entered or left the building, they would say Elvis has left the building, you know, or whatever. Which they parodied in Princess Diaries. Oh, the horribleness. I don't know what I'd do if I were kidnapped and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. Just the thought of it sends shivers down my spine. Brrr. It shivers down your spine. Anyway, is it possible this individual cannot be found during the day? Also... Huh. He's not here. You're new. Fascinating. Hey, have you ever seen what I call the frightening fishman? Check this out. The other day I was out at sea on a cruise, and without thinking much about it, I tossed some leftover bait out on the waves, and you will never guess what happened. This fishy-looking thing popped up on the surface, but it was no ordinary fish. It had this weird human-looking smile on its face, and it just gobbled up the bait. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. The ocean is so very vast. Many mysterious things that we've yet to even dream of lie sleeping beneath its waves. Just a second there, kid. Look, this isn't any time for a kid like you to be coming in here. Just trust me, okay? Go on now. Go home. Don't you know? The hooded guy who runs the little stall downstairs, I think his name is Zunari. Anyway, he's been hiding an incredible treasure down there. That's what he says anyway. Something incredible. The fact is he comes up here all the time just to brag about it. To be honest, I'm pretty tired of hearing about it, whatever it is. Yeah, I figured there was something in the safe, but at present I don't know what to do about that. You better remember this, even if you see a shadow underwater that you think looks like a fish, whatever you do, don't throw bait out for it, okay? Because if you do, one of the dreaded fishmen might appear and pull you underwater with him. Sort of, I kinda know what WikiHow is? I'm not quite sure. What are you doing in a place like this at such a late hour? Isn't it bedtime for all the little brats? Alright, no need to be rude. Nothing better, nothing better than a cup of refreshment at your local cafe after a long day's work. Nothing. Not to be confused with the Dread Pirate Roberts. Squid. You ever been all laid up by one of them squid out on the great sea? Don't you go lying now. Why, stick your nail a sailor out there in my position and he'd be belly up. He'd have been finished. Finished, I'm telling you. It's a darn good thing I'm out rough and tumble a sailor as you'll ever meet. Or about as rough and tumble. Okay. Oh, you better believe it. This one time, our ship got caught in this giant whirlpool. You got me? You get me? And what's there waiting for us in the middle of it? The giantest squid you ever seen. It's funny, oh, look who's back. Or here, who's back. Man. Giantest squid you ever seen. We were just talking about this earlier today. All over its body, the thing had these beady, gnarly, glowing eyes, and I didn't even know what was going on with its tentacles. Oh, wait. Oh, this does sound familiar. But I think I've only seen it once. Now that I'm thinking on it, those were the squirreliest eyes I ever seen. If I ever come across that beastie again, I'll whale him in the eyes. That's what I'll do. Giant squid, you say? Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier today. Colossal squids are still a thing, right? Zanari. Well now, good evening. Yes, I rent out the first floor of this mansion in order to run a nightly auction. That's funny. And actually, tonight's auction is about to begin. Oh dear me, is it ever? Now it is indeed an auction, but I like to describe it in more simple terms. It is a competition of the very highest order. Oh yes, it is a competition to see who can get the item that is being auctioned. Can you outbid everyone else? Do you have the courage and the fundage? Oh, the drama! Well, the last game I played where there was an auction involved was, whatchamacallit? Pokemon Scarlet. Speaking of which, this February marks the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, I think. So I was kind of thinking of something special, but anyway. Which is interestingly, in that same sci-fi story I mentioned earlier, there was an auction involved. But it was for this object in question was this meteorite of the substance called Ethereum. Which is funny because I had no knowledge of the Reality Stone from Marvel Comics, also known as the Ether. And on top of that, it happened to also be red. So it's like I had no idea about that, but even so, it was more based on Aether, as in like from Prime 2 and stuff, but also what it did, interestingly enough, was kind of similar to what the bad guy in Thor 2 was trying to use it for. Lost my train of thought. Dang it. Oh yeah, where you first encounter the thing. Ah, yes, but it's not spelled that way. It's spelled Aetherium. But yeah, and then years later, there was a cryptocurrency called Ethereum, and I'm like, ah. But anyway. Ah, but what's this? Well, dear me, do I detect a hint of curiosity? I believe I do. Fortunately, we welcome bidders of all ages, both kids and adults. Yes, so tell me, would you like to participate in the auction? Absolutely. Really? Dear me, really? Now, you are completely fine with me not explaining the auction to you. Am I correct in assuming this? Okay. Yes, good. That speeds things up. Very well then. Let's begin immediately. It's no time to dawdle. The auction is afoot. On your toes, on your toes! Oh, doesn't have his... Yeah. Yes. First, let me thank all of you bargain-loving people for joining us this evening. Dear me, what a turnout. The auction is about to begin. Yes, and what do you suppose will pop up as our item of the evening? Oh dear me, I'm so excited I can't stop sniffling. The calm before the auction storm always makes my nose run. Now, let's get to it. This evening, our glorious auction item is... this! A fabulous joy pendant! Oh, my dear, what a prize, at last. The suspense is over, but all drama aside, you should know it is extremely rare to even get a chance to own a fabulous item like this. It is precious, quite dear, very valuable. Yes. Listen well, for I do not lie. Let the auction begin. Let's open the bidding at 40 rupees. And... begin! 43 rupees. Vera, her name's Vera. 46 rupees. Yes. Our current top bidder is none other than the esteemed Vera. The bid is 46 rupees. But come now, friends. I hope you won't let it stop there. Garrickson. 49 rupees. $52 rupees. Missy, 56 rupees. Oh, wait a minute. Gossack, 62 rupees. $69. And Anton, that's his name. How much will you bid? 75 rupees. Oh dear me. Ling bids 75 rupees, and the crowd of auction goers reels. I see nothing but stunned faces. Including mine. Ah! Is he serious? What a brat! Time is running out, dear friends. $79. like he looks so mad. $83. $89. Let's see. What? Now? Am I supposed to raise the thing some more? 98 rupees, not wait. 108 rupees. Oh boy. 114! This item is not worth 114 rupees. This is money laundering, I'm telling you. Cripes! I'll get him for this. Whoop. 142 rupees. 146 rupees. Yes. Only 5 seconds remain. You little punk! And sold! Here ends the auction! Tonight's fabulous joy pendant goes to Link for the price of 155 rupees. My gosh. Dear me. Let me just say, congratulations! My dear, how incredible that such a youngster walked away with the prize. I've never seen such a fat wallet. That kid was a bidding machine right up to the end. But now then, on to business. For you lucky ones out there, and yes, also for you not so lucky ones, let me say thank you for your participation. I must bring tonight's auction to an end. Dear me, such excitement. Dear people, thank you very much. The key to winning the auction is to be right in the thick of all the bidding. Be aggressive, it's the only way. For example, try upping the bid by more than just a few rupees. You need pretty deep pockets, of course, but if you play it right, your move may just be such a mental shock to the other bidders that they don't know what to do. I wonder if there will be a heart piece at some point. If you manage to shock them, they won't be able to bid until they snap out of it. Then you can get things for cheaper than they would normally go. Neat trick, huh? What? You already knew all that? Well, I guess I underestimated you. Sorry. You did it! Nice work. Perhaps next time you can take me out to the cafe for a drink afterwards. No! Why? How? It's not fair. You know what's ironic is that gal's name, the one I just talked to, her name is Vera, which means, like, truth, I believe, or is at least related to it, you know, in Latin. And that's funny because she's a gossip, and the thing about gossip is that it's about things that aren't true. It's fair and square, buddy. Young man, you shouldn't be so loose with your wallet. I mean, you must have gone through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to earn that kind of cash. Not really. If looks could kill. Just look at how young this kid is. The way he handles his money is so reckless. Young sir, you are my hero tonight. No, I was about to say. And here goes, like, people just having a pity party and just blaming me, basically, for using all my money. Kid, well done, I guess. Thanks, Mario. I'll face you off in Smash anyway. Excuse me. Notice, Windfall auction tonight. Bidding starts at dusk. All comers welcome. It's early night of money and desire. This way to the auction house. Okay, nice. Cool. Cool. Alright, see you about. Probably next time I'll be off on the high seas again. I didn't really notice the design of this place is like a ship. I'm getting pretty sleepy myself, actually. Holy small fry! Ah, give me a break. What's with using the bait, the same bait all the time? Don't they make a premium brand of this stuff? Oh well, such is the life of a fish. So, you want to hear the info about this here island again? Out on the cape of this island is this crazy dancing fool who can't tell day from night. The guy's nuts, but you've got to respect someone who's not afraid to just let it all hang out like that, you know? I've been watching him, thinking I'd try to learn that dance and compete with him from out here in the ocean. But I just can't seem to swing with that crazy funky rhythm of his. That guy's incredible. And that's all the info I've got for you, Fry. You'd better be thankful for the clues you got from me. I'm serious. And with that, I'm off. Well, I already did get, I already did get that info before, but yeah, you know, that's okay. That is not what I meant to do. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Just wasted some bait, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, considering I don't really know what to do at the moment, I just might go ahead and end this episode here, seeing that I've now passed the 2-hour mark, and, you know, did see some interesting things and here and there. But probably next episode I'll go ahead and maybe not necessarily go back to the main quest, but I could start trying to do side questing with the, maybe looking at treasures and stuff. And now that I've spent a good number of rupees, it'll be a lot more worth it, if it's like rupees that I find it, as opposed to like, special items. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and hope to see you all next time. Ciao.